So yes, this will be recorded. YouTube video will be available for you guys to watch at your leisure. But I do encourage those of you that are on the call to ask questions. You know, definitely utilize me as an opportunity for those of you that are really capitalizing on the beauty of sharing this opportunity with other people, right? I'm here to help you do that. So this platform, again, is something that can help you, again, with more of the digital marketing nuances and things like that. And it's for those that choose to do it. So you'll see that I'll be building out a quick, what I'll call a bridge page, because one of the platform we use, it was chosen because it was the best to provide value for you guys, right? So you're aware that it functions very well. It provides you the opportunity to get all of the services, right, that we offer. So you know that with learning Forex, the BYOBFx platform allows you to really be getting a full suite of opportunities to transform your life, right? Fixing your credit, saving on your bills, the whole 9 yards is back there. But it's funny because before I was, let me just put my phone off. Before I was getting ready for this webinar, I was on Twitter, and Mark Zuckerberg is actually trending, right? I only bring that up because if you're at all familiar with marketing on Facebook, you know that oftentimes links get banned, right, by Facebook. And so that's why your affiliate links that you get once you sign on to the BYOBFx platform don't necessarily work, right? But there is a workaround, okay? So one of the things that you have is you use Builderall. Well, let's start here, right? I'll show you guys a page that I built out. And one of the cool things, again, I'm going to show you with the platform is the ability to get around that little hurdle. So obviously a lot of you guys are familiar with sharing and just the urgency in today's society when you're sharing the platform with somebody to really get them to the information. So that becomes a little difficult when Facebook is blocking your links, right? That being said, you have the opportunity to create what we call a bridge page. So the page that I'm going to show you is one that I created. This was one of the earlier videos, and essentially the purpose here is understanding that this link I can now share with people on the Facebook platform. Also understand that your affiliate links from Kartra, I'm sure you've already been told this, but they're cookied, right? So that means that once you introduce somebody to the BYOBFx platform, you have, you know, a reasonable amount of time that you'll get credit for making that initial introduction. And so you know that one of the stronger things with the BYOBFx community is that our emphasis is on actually learning how to trade, right? So also keep in the back of your mind that the digital marketing thing is, if you understand the value of creating an additional income as you're learning to trade and transforming your life and giving those people in your warm market the opportunity to do so. So the Builderall platform, along with, of course, the training that you already have access to, is really just something you capitalize on if you feel that vision. So here you can see this is just actually one of the older logos and my logo. So I use the opportunity to always expose people to the brand. So you guys should be aware that BYOB actually stands for Build Your Own Brand. Always something that's encouraged. just because in the digital marketing arena, when building out any business and you know, alternative or multiple streams of income, when you're building an individual brand, you're building something that you have a little bit more control over, right? And so associating yourself with the BYOBFx team is advantageous for you as you leverage whatever your brand is called, or even if you just choose to use your own name, right? So Team Makeda is actually just like, you know, like what I call my affiliates. So anybody that I bring into the BYOBFx community. One nugget here before I forget that I will drop is digital marketing is a huge arena, right? So I'm sure Chris has showed you guys how to crush Facebook, right? Because he's really good at that. How to engage with people, how to introduce the opportunity to people. So that's again why it becomes so much easier when you're using the BYOBFx platform, when you're using Builderall, so that you can, again, share them the information. So this is basically what I would call a bridge page. And what it leads out to is, shoot, I gotta change that. Good that I needed to know. And I can show you guys what the problem is with that. It's HTTP versus HTTPS. Semantics at best, but that's an issue that you fix here in GoDaddy. So here you see, I got manage. You go to GoDaddy to purchase. You can use GoDaddy. I prefer GoDaddy because their customer service is better. No affiliate tied to that. I just like it. And you can use Namecheap. Namecheap is a cheaper alternative, right? And the advantage of this domain is, one, you own it, so you can always sell it if you build its value, right? And also it allows you more flexibility with stuff that you can link to it. So here we're gonna go through some of my domains and look for the one that we're having issue with. See, here you can see the list of some of the domains that I have. As you build backlinks, and so you're posting it in places like Facebook and LinkedIn and forums, if you see the value in joining, like, you know, forums where people are looking to make money, where people already know about Forex and are looking for a community just like BYOBFx, that all builds the value of what this is called, which is the domain. So we got managed connection. Is it going to go back? So here we're gonna, I'll show you the, again, how to connect your domain to a page. So when you try, at the end of this call, I'm gonna give you guys, you get a 7-day free trial. It's an opportunity for you to, once you sign up for the free trial, all you have to do is reach out to me. Of course, you're gonna get my information for that. And I'm gonna show you how easy it is that I'm gonna send this website that you're viewing, right, to you. So you don't have to do anything except I'm gonna change this logo before the end of the call. So you can see literally how easy it is. And then you would be changing out this button. Again, I'm going to show you how to do it, which would be your affiliate link. And that is because we want to make sure that you get credit for sending people to the BYOB page and then ultimately signing up as you're sharing the value and you know, edifying the purchase. Another cool thing, I'm sure you guys that have been going through the training, that took the time to hop on this call, are aware of the messenger chats, right? So that is one of the cool things that I know tremendously helped us, a lot of people on the BYOB platform, in the digital marketing arena, and of course in the BYOBFx team as well, is the importance of having a group chat where you're constantly sharing. I mean, between Afie, Cornell, and Deontay, right? You guys have some serious traders there, right? Always joking that, you know, as I'm working on the digital marketing side, I'm like, but I really need to be learning Forex. I mean, some of the results that you guys are sharing are mind-blowing, right? So when you're in a messenger chat, it is an opportunity to subtly reach out to people that have expressed interest in BYOB. I'm sure you know that sometimes you want to feel things out. This, unfortunately, the internet can be a blessing and a curse. While you guys have stumbled upon an awesome opportunity and honest and transparent leaders, not everybody is like that. So this messenger chat gives you the opportunity to build a relationship, right? And to show that not only are we sharing the platform and getting compensated for that, but that we're actually learning how to trade. Fast forward, you have the opportunity to build several websites. So one of them can lead to the messenger chat. That is actually one of the things I recommend. And then of course, having something, so I know Lewis, right? For those of you that know him, he's always in his chat dropping the YouTube videos. One of the really good things about investing in the platform or whatever, or seeing the need for it, is that you're now utilizing these awesome videos, right? But ensuring that they have your link when they're ready to sign up. So if you go to YouTube, you know that you have the links in the description. So a lot of the BYOB links don't necessarily have any, the BYOB promotional material may not have the links, but now you have the links. Okay, cool. Yeah, now you have the links so that you can make sure that when they click, again, they're either going to your prospect chat on Facebook, where you have direct control over what they see, you have the ability to follow up with them, or that they are going to the Kartra site that is cookied with your affiliate link so that you're getting credit, again, for sharing this awesome opportunity. Where was I at? Okay, cool. Domain. I don't understand why I'm screwing this up. Basically what I'm trying to get to is the DNS, right? The DNS is where I'm gonna be changing. So there are a variety of different ways to go around it. The easiest way is to just forward, but when you can, it depends on like how you wanna work it, right? So with Builderall, this is gonna get a little techie, right? And this is important that you learn so that you can really be maximizing your domain, okay? So here, when you go to manage DNS, you're going to see, here's what I got. Okay, cool.
Why are you not sleeping?
Sorry, you know, kids, that they always want everything when it's time for bed. I'm at my cousin's house. All right, cool. So here you can see this is the basic forwarding to the Kartra link, right? And again, it's cookied, so on and so forth. But here you can see that I have the link for the app. This is a subdomain, and this links directly to the app. I'm just gonna change this real quick. Simply because I'm pretty sure that's why we encountered this privacy error. No? Give me a second to troubleshoot. No. We'll use another one in the back office. Recently just got. We're gonna reload. I gotta it's not doing this stuff. All right, cool. So here you can see that I just got 3 new websites, and we're gonna open it up together. If you can see here, because again, you're gonna have the replay to go back to for when you guys get access to your 7-day free trial. So when you reach out to me, I will transfer you the website and you're going to get it. It's going to look like this. So you notice it's not blue. What that means is it's not an active link that I can click on, that I can share with people. In order to make it active, you're going to publish it. Forgive my internet. I'm just waiting for that to publish. In the meantime, between time, I go back to GoDaddy and find out why it's screwing me over. As I said, right, cool. So here now you can see it's blue. So this is just a basic sales page. As you can see, it features pretty much all the leaders that you guys are familiar with. And the importance of this link, again, is that you can share it on Facebook. Right here, you can see that it's going to lead you to this site. But when you try to share this site, it is not going to allow you to on Facebook. So when you sign up for the 7-day free trial and you reach out, you're going to see that we will send you this page, and all your job is only to update the buttons, right? So here, here, and here, you're all gonna be updating with your information, so that when they click these buttons, right? Oh, I guess I should have signed up for it. You're going to be generating that information. So one of the cool things I said, because it's easiest, and the open rates for your Facebook Messenger are way better than email. But you always want to be, with any network marketing company, with any affiliate marketing company, you want to focus on getting emails and phone numbers separate from Facebook, okay? The fact that BYOBFx is a completely reputable company, but because we're using the best platform, and do your research, Kartra is the best one at this moment, right? It's blocked on Facebook, is only a testament to the fact that Facebook is not necessarily network marketing friendly unless you're paying for it. But as you can see, our main focus with the BYOB platform is to help you be making money and putting money back into your pocket. So that being said, this is why a lot of our grassroots training for sharing the platform and the amazing results that you get as you're taking the time to actually learn how to trade, right? It's only going to be a little harder because we're teaching you how to do it at low cost, right? Another thing that I will drop in the chat, if someone can remind me, and like I spoke about the fact that there are a lot of digital marketing platforms. So as for people that are learning about the Forex industry, you should be vaguely familiar with crypto. There are a lot of crypto platforms that allow you to share opportunities, right? And there's a lot less policing. So you can introduce and build out the BYOBFx community on those platforms with a lot less kind of headache, right? You'll be able to share the Kartra link freely there. But here we go back. So you have, we'll take a look at the other 2 platforms. I believe it's Carnell's squeeze page and funnel, and so this is going to be his personal brand, Zoe's personal brand, and what I just showed you was the generic BYOB sales page. Now also understand, depending on your audience, you do want to be a product of BYOB and build your own brand. So this is why, in addition to the sales page, which brands the company in its entirety, which is what I just showed you, right? You also want to consider having a page that will brand you as an individual. So again, we have the one for Zoe and Carnell. I'm really just waiting on my slow internet / computer. I don't know which one it is, to get those up to show you guys. And like I said, it's a one and done deal. Everything is already built for you. You just have to go in there and change out the links to your Kartra affiliate links. And now when you're sharing the Builderall link, you're able to introduce people to it as soon as they ask for it, right? You're also able to, in a professional manner, get their email address and phone number, and also invite them to your prospect chat. So one of the bigger things I learned is always get people to click on a link to join the prospect chat, simply for the reason that maybe 3 months down the line, if they're ever like, how did I get in here? You can show them that they actually signed up, right? That you didn't force them in, they came in willingly. Always less resistance to the fact that you're not gonna help them get out when you show them, hey man, you clicked on the link, because so many people are forgetful. All right, cool. So here you can see this is Zoe's personal page. So you will, of course, get access to this because, as I mentioned, with the Builderall platform, you do get an opportunity to have several web pages. So you can kind of, you know, if you're using Zoe to edify the BYOBFx brand, and here's a little tip, right? So those of you that are on the platform should have some idea of who Zoe is, right? That he's like a master marketer, right? That he's been the top recruiter for several different network marketing companies, and he saw the value of giving his value under his name, under his brand, and this was how the BYOBFx branch was created. Because, as you know, he was a killer in other Forex MLMs, and he saw the value of truly teaching people how to trade. And that's how we got here, right? Got several master traders, and just, again, the fact that I should be at this point world renowned with his ability to market. And also his amazing story, right? Of how he built everything himself. So telling people this story, but also leveraging your direct connection with Zoe. So you know that he's very active in the in the BYOBFx community, right? Doing the launch calls, but also on a one-to-one level, as he really wants to help everybody succeed. So leveraging, again, him as the person in the video, and now here you can see he's offering up, because you're aware that one of the membership benefits is a free vacation voucher. You also want to, in my opinion, when you create your own sales page, branding yourself, leverage your relationship with Zoe, right? Leverage the fact that they get access to him through you, right? And his many accomplishments as your mentor is also going to be available to them on how it was accomplished when they join. Those are some aspects of marketing, right? Leveraging your connections. Relationship marketing is another newer word for network marketing that you should be doing. Remembering that our number one priority here is to teach you how to trade. And not only does Zoe know how to do that, but of course, he got you guys into the community, leveraging that skill, but also knowing how to appeal to you. So that's definitely something that you guys should take into consideration. And here you have the example of Zoe's sales page that you can use, again, in addition to creating your own. So this looks like someone has a question. Oh, cool. Looks like it was just a fire. So I'm hoping that fire emoji was good news, John. Appreciate that. And now we're gonna hop into to Cornell's sales page. Cornell, I know not only is he a sick trader, but he always has cool cartoon graphics, right? Still waiting to find out how I can get the Bank with Cornell, excuse me, I'm opening up the same link. He has some cool slides, right? Or slippers, whatever you call them. Is it? Is it? Is it? No, this is, sorry. The names are confusing me. So I'll show you how to change them, right? BYOB company. Same. I believe this one was Zoe's one, right? What's that about? It's a little trick. I'm actually going to open up Builderall in an incognito window. Sometimes when my computer starts to slow down like this, one of the beauties of Builderall, as you're traveling, right, using that vacation voucher, anything that you upload to the Builderall platform, it is a cloud-based software. It means that you will be able to access it anywhere that you have internet. So when it comes to your websites and you uploading your graphics and photos of yourself, anything, as I said, you will in turn have access to it anywhere in the world. But when you're using your computer, you know your computers have cookies and it can often slow it down because it's cloud-based. So yeah, that was the little issue that I was having, and we'll get it. I think this is actually the same thing, right? I think that's why it was, I'm not tripping, it's the same website. Let's see. Just letting Zoe know, because Zoe was the one that actually transferred me these websites, right? That we got the same website twice. So hopefully we'll hang tight and see if we can get Cornell's. Zoe. Here, I want to show you guys the example that I have of again, leveraging my relationship with Zoe. So this plan doesn't exist anymore, but here you can see this. I believe Zoe actually designed this, right? Because Zoe is kind of sick with Builderall. Very capable of building out his own stuff. As you can see, I'm sure he probably designed his own sales page. And again, this is him, you know, at a meeting teaching. So he's a multiple six-figure earner, of course, mentor. And then here is the picture of me. So one of the cool things about this, of course, is again, this is how I leverage my relationship with him. As I'm introducing people to the opportunity, they get to know that he's as accessible to them as I am. And the join here button, well, as I said, this plan doesn't exist anymore, but that was just an example of a website that I built out. Link address. So if you guys take a look at the platform, All right, so. What What I just dropped is the link to the crypto sites. So Steemit is one, busy.org, DLive. They actually have their own YouTube. And one of the reasons that I definitely recommend signing up completely free is because you get the opportunity. People that understand crypto are a lot more inclined to resonate with the power of learning how to trade Forex, right? The high liquidity, um, the the fact that you're learning how to, again, mark up the charts, and um, it's kind of, I don't know how to really articulate that, but people that are already investing, it's kind of a no-brainer to learn how to trade, right? Because a lot of the psychology is the same. Understanding how to take calculated risk and the patterns in the market um, that are beneficial for you financially. All right, so now we're going to see what Cornell has cooked up. Also, keep in mind that you get direct access to it, and I'll show you how to trade out your links. Trade out your links, pretty easy. Let's see. Am I missing something? No, I don't see any of them. Oh. I'm pretty sure this is, no? Let's see if this is something else. Oh, man. Guys, just give me a second. We're having some issues with the transferring. As you can see, I got the same page. All right, Brandon, I'll try refreshing it again. All right. Ah, all right. So this is a copy of Cornell's page. So I'm wondering, was the issue that, no, it wasn't, because the favicons are different on this. But here, man, that's what we got. Of course, you're enticing folks with the free vacation offer. Here you have, we call this a lead capture page. Again, you're capturing their information. My favorite part about lead capture pages is making up names. And then, of course, what we just went through is called a sales funnel, right? I want to travel like an insider, the opportunity to join them on Instagram or Facebook. As you can see, he's utilizing the already made affiliate links for the travel portion, right? Guys, that is a big aspect of the platform, of the community. And then I think I should press that one first. I want to trade my time for money. Oh no. I'm gonna do that. So there we go. This one was for, again, direct interest in the trading component. And this one is the enticing travel aspect. This is actually a really sick site. Ooh, is this in Mexico? So now that I've showed you the pages that you get, now is the opportunity to, just give me 1 second. I need to get my Kartra links to find out what that issue with GoDaddy was. But I will be showing you guys from the beginning how to link a domain and how to set up a domain for each of the different sites, right? So when you get the sales pages, they will already have a URL. So if you go back at the beginning, I show you how to press the world button and make them a live link. They'll be blue, and that means that all you have to do is just click on them. And what shows up in the toolbar is what you're gonna share, right? Pretty simple. It allows you the opportunity, of course, to share it on any platform. There aren't any restrictions. Unfortunately, you do see some with Kartra. Oh. The reason that my links didn't work with GoDaddy was because the Kartra links that I have now that we've launched 2.0 for the BYOBFx platform, they're no longer valid. So I'm in the process of getting the new affiliate links, and then I'll be able to show you. But actually, let me see. Even I don't necessarily need the links. I'm just going to show you guys how to edit, right? So now that you reached out to me and you have a Builderall account, I have transferred these websites to you. All you have to do is press this button right here, so it's very apparent. The blue button lets work with the company page. While that's loading, I'm gonna load. All right, cool. So here's where I show you literally how easy it is. As you can see, live on this call, right? These websites were transferred to me. So I didn't have to build anything out, right? I was just pressing the refresh button, and you can see my back office changing where it was adding more sites. That's how simple it will be for you to get these websites. And then I just press the edit button, and now I can come in and edit as I deem necessary, right? So here, because I'm a grammar Nazi, you see I edit the text. This is a question. Here you can see, this is the most important part, as I said. You can see here that they are identifying that this is a button. So when you push a button, when you're on the internet, what happens? It sends you somewhere else. That is the action. And here is where you're going to place the link that you get from your Kartra back office. It's so important that you're doing this step so that you have the ability to get credit, okay? And here you can see Zoe is using a more advanced feature, or it's hard-coded to redirect, okay? So here you can see Zoe is redirecting to his Instagram. Okay, if you don't have an Instagram, you can use your Facebook page. You can use the link for your prospect chat. When you get this replay, I will also be sharing a video where I show you guys how to use your prospect chat, how to grab the URL so that you can be using the URL and sharing that. As I mentioned, with building the pages, you do have the option of directing people there. So that you, again, can provide that value with some of the sick results that the BYOBFx community is seeing versus new traders and the veteran traders. So that's all you have to do. Also keep in mind, there are two options here. I always suggest, especially when you have people clicking on a button for something like this, that you have a new window open up. So as you can see, when I clicked on those buttons, it didn't it didn't move me over from this web page. Instead, it opened up a new tab on my browser. I believe that that's a small but important detail to point out. Then here you can see Builderall allows you to share your social media platforms. So essentially, I know that you guys are getting excellent training every Wednesday from the BYOBFx team, right? The master marketers that you guys have access to, in addition to now myself. You should have an account on all of these platforms. The idea, excuse me, is to be omni-channel, and that's because I'm sure many of you guys know, excuse me, that there are days when Facebook is down, right? Or it's glitching out, or Instagram. So now you always want to have your, excuse me, these other accounts where you're also building an audience, building a community. Also understanding there are easy ways to post one place and have it populate all of these places so that you're building the amount of people you're exposing to what you're doing, to what you're learning. So important that you guys know the value of sharing the small victories that you have until you're killing pips like Afie, Cornell, Zoe, and Deontay, right? There are a lot of people that are currently introduced to Forex that are not getting the trading knowledge that you guys have access to and that you guys should be practicing. So even when you are able to show the small victories as you're moving from novice to expert, from novice to intermediate, from intermediate to expert, that's a lot of things that people are not actually seeing. And also you're building the story to when you guys are master traders like the ones in the community. Anyways, we go back. How do you build the apps and use a raw to respond to the if you, so Brandon, are you talking about like your own independent app like Let's Work, or were you talking about how I had linked out directly to download the app through CardTrust so that you would have gotten credit? Just clarify that for me, and I'd love to answer the question. Here, like you said, like you're seeing here, you have the social network bar. So that's actually a default. You can change the size and the spacing. I don't really feel like any of that needs to be done. But what you do need to do is change out the links. So here you can see that because it's the company version, the links are not necessarily there, right? But you do have the option of adding your own, of changing what it is that it says. So here's where I'll tell you. And then just give me a sec. I'm gonna get my my Facebook link. Maybe I won't. I have to just make it up. Normally I just share my give me one quick sec. I'm just getting my social media links. I started my notes because I normally just share this page, which has it all. So here, look, right click, copy address. Okay, Twitter. Sake of time, I'll just type it. It's actually not that one. LinkedIn. No, LinkedIn is a little weird. which I learned. I always forget this part in LinkedIn, and then my links don't work when I try to just do it. YouTube. So for those of you that are building a YouTube channel, here's a little digital marketing nugget. Anytime that I share my YouTube channel, I share it with this. I don't remember what it's called, so forgive me. But what that means is that when someone clicks on it, they automatically get the option. Okay, cool. I got you, Brandon. You automatically get the option to subscribe to my channel. So I'll just drop it in the Zoom for anybody that's curious as to how it works and why that's powerful, because you're giving people the impression, in my opinion, that they have to subscribe. And you know the power of a subscription when it comes to YouTube. I don't really know my Pinterest. I think it's gonna be, I probably should add that to my little link tree killer. Because I don't really use Pinterest much. For you guys though, posting those results that the team is seeing on Pinterest, a necessity, right? Pinterest is an awesome place for organic traffic for people that are looking to supplement their incomes, right? A lot of people go on there for like crafting and stuff like that. But please do not sleep on the amount of people that are there looking for work from home opportunities, definitely side hustles. So check the demographics on the people that are hanging out there. You will be pleasantly surprised. All right. All right, boom. Now you see how easy it is. Now when someone clicks on that, they're going to see my links, right? And so what you saw me type out here, when they scroll over this icon on the live URL that I share, they're going to see this message, right? And so the reason I just wrote that out is because this kind of gives the company vibe. I want them to know who they're connecting with. Here you can see everything is already done. You want to make sure that you're coming here, doing the same thing as the one at the top. You're going to action, and you're changing out these two links. This is important, like I said, so that you're not losing out. And then here you can see this is a form. You're going to configure. This is where you're now changing again. This is your affiliate link from Kartra. Get is the method. I'm not going to BS you, not too sure what that means, but of course, target something. Send it to the same tab and blank sends to the tab. Configure. This is also, you can put, if you don't have your autoresponder set up, you're gonna want to fill this out so that you're gonna be getting an email when someone fills out this form of what it is that they inputted into the form. This is so that you will be able to build out an email list, okay? One of the things, the beauties of Builderall, I was really heavily focused on the websites, right? But with the Builderall platform, you get a lot of different things. So Brandon, one of the coolest things about Builderall, if you get the $70 platform, and this is also, again, if you're serious about it, it's not necessary, and you have the 7 days to really try out the platform, see what's available to you, and that you're actually capable of whatever it is that your workload is, utilizing it so that it's beneficial. The $30 platform will give you the basics that you need in order to, again, overcome some of the obstacles. And if you remember, for coming onto the call, or if you check the YouTube description, there are those crypto platforms where you're not going to find the ban on your direct affiliate links. Okay, and at the end, I'll show you. Oh, I could have done it this way. All right, cool. At the end, I'm going to show you just what the platforms are that you actually get tipped in crypto, and they're free to join, right? So that's what we're all about, is really showing you how to make the most money, because the idea is the more income that you have, when you've saved your bills with the membership, with the offer and the membership benefits or whatever, and when you're adding the additional income of introducing people to what you're doing, which is learning how to trade, turning your smartphone into an ATM, right? Developing a six-figure skill, you're gonna get an additional income from there. So that's what we're all about, is showing you how to transform your life by adequately managing your finances, right? Fixing your credit so that you can leverage your credit, you know, for trade lines or whatever it is that you choose, remembering that credit is king. Cash is cool, but credit is king. And then, of course, you have increasing your cash flow by minimizing your expenses, right? By lowering the bills that you have to pay. This, as you can see, is this is like one of my websites. This app is one of the cool things about the Builderall platform. So I figured I'd show you how cool it was, then show you how easy the back end is. Still in the process. I am an app developer on the Google Play and App Store, and I'll drop the link so you guys can check this out on your smartphones. This is the mock-up. So here we have, you can create an account. This is a list of a lot of the opportunities that I'm in, or whatever. So of course you see BYOBFx is here. This is like one of the whatevers that I was featured on. This is the power of building your own brand, right? Builderall allows you to create smartphone apps without learning the coding, right? So, you know, there are other communities that are like, oh, you don't really like, they don't really talk about learning to trade. With Builderall and the app development portion, you don't have to learn how to really write the back end. It's very, very, very user-friendly, beginner-friendly in that respect. I'll show you, I just want to show you, like I said, kind of the final products, right? You can see all of this, and what else was there? Perks. So here I am in New York City, so there's some pictures of the cities. Those are stock photos, but I left them because I'm in New York City, right? So I have an agency, and some of my clients are featured on the app and stuff like that. It's kind of cool. Taking forever to load, but it loads instantly on your smartphone. For those of you that bother to check out the link. Anyways, now to how Builderall comes in, right? As you can see, this is the Builderall, the home page of the Builderall back office. So where we just were is the Pixel Perfect builder. That builder is slowly being phased out by Keda, but don't worry, everything that you see, of course, we're building out in Keda, and as they update the builder, you'll see that will transfer you the sites. So one of the biggest things is that we want to make life easier for you. We understand you guys have a life, right? You're learning how to trade, and that is a serious time commitment. So you're remembering that these websites are already built for you. And that's so that, again, it's just giving you extra skin in the game, extra leverage, different marketing tools so that you can see what works for you and the audience that you are connecting with as far as conversions, right? And then, of course, there are a variety of different other things that you can do with the Builderall platform. So here we have the app creator, right? You add that to your back office. I kind of skipped over, let me go. While this is loading, you can see the tutorials aspect. These tutorials will tell you from start to finish how to create an end product like this, right? Super important, so that you acknowledge that you don't necessarily need to know anything about app development before jumping onto a platform like this. It's 2019. All of the other participants on this call have a smartphone, right? And you know that you're using your smartphone. You probably have several apps downloaded, right? The BYOBFx app. And you know that that gives BYOBFx the ability to send you notifications at the drop of a dime, right? So essentially, when people are downloading your app, not only are they connecting with your brand, but they're giving you access to them whenever you want without any paid advertisement, right? Without Zuckerberg over your back worried about what links you're sharing. So that's one of the things that you think about, the long-term benefits of having that app actively on someone's smartphone. This is, okay, so this is the app that I just did. Here you can see, you're gonna manage it, and they're gonna bring us to the back office, which is going to show you a lot of the, you know, features and functions that you have the ability to add. So you can, just someone that's computer literate, right? I actually happen to really be into technology and stuff, but several people on the BYOB team can attest to coming in with very minimal knowledge and being able to create a functional app. Keep in mind that the bare minimum for a smartphone app is $500, right? So now you remember that as you create this app, the more that you do it, and this is creating apps, and if you have an app idea, here you can see this is design, you choose your template, you choose your layout, you have this variety of different options. So as you kind of play around with the features and functions, I personally think that's the best way to really, really get the value of the platform. As you can see here, you can change the fonts. It does give you a lot of leeway. And as you can see, everything is really just a reading and clicking option, right? Change the home page. This is where you download the template, so you have the sizes of what everything is, and so on and so forth, to edit your pictures. Here you can see you have the home page sliders, so that's this image right here. You can change the image height, excuse me, the opacity. I forget how, but that's basically how vibrant the image is. You can kind of lower it so it's a little more transparent. That's the opacity. The top position, slideshow is if you have more than one picture. The colors, so you can change the color scheme to whatever you want. Well, while it's loading, I'll just again talk about the idea that you can create an app. So I know like there are barbershops that have apps. If you can see as it's loading here, oh, this is the color. So this is where you literally can change this color scheme of all of these different aspects, right? The icon, so that's this right here. The emails, the home page, which is this right here. And this is where the nitty gritty comes into play, in my opinion, anyway, which are the features. The other app that you saw is for a music artist. So you have the ability to add music. When my app goes live and you're able to download it, of course, I'm gonna upload this to YouTube, and you'll have in the description when I update it, a lot of the BYOBFx motivational calls I'm gonna be including in the app. So you guys know that those are always super, 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 super like inspirational, get you in the right mood and stuff like that. So you can add the videos. Again, I'm here, I can show you guys how to get access to that. Your Twitter, WordPress. So one of the cool things about Builderall Recently, they added the ability to create WordPress websites. That's huge. WordPress is actually one of the bigger web development platforms. Now you're able to build on WordPress. WordPress is really good for like search engine optimization and so on and so forth. So Raw Thriver, he was a heavy hitter. He is, excuse me, he is one of the bigger leaders on the team, and really, really, really good with graphics and design, man. And I know that he has some killer training coming up for us. Here you can add links, loyalty cards. This is something that's heavy for designing apps for restaurants, right? Invite a friend. If you care, you will share. Images, so they have commerce. You can add discounts for stuff if you have your own merch, stuff like that. Contests, of course, the contact button. What else is there? Code scan, that's like the QR scan, the calendar. So these are a lot of features that as you branch out and see the value of building your own individual brand, let's say Brandon Hustle Smart, right? That's what the Walton brothers are really, really branding. You guys would have your own app in the back office and be able to share some of those, you know, awesome motivational calls that Chris often does. Booking, again, if you do for artists and stuff like that. Again, I said about the audio, so you can upload audio, you can pull it from SoundCloud. There are so many options. Yeah, and it's literally as easy as, if you can see up top, these are the ones that I clicked out, right? So these were custom pages here. You can see the ones that I use. This was the links page. This was the images. Let me just click on the images and you can see I do like motivational quotes. So the only time I get really chatty is when I'm doing these calls. But here you can see it gives you the option available from the menu, and making sure that it's published, right? They tell you what that means when you kind of scroll over it. And all you're doing is, so you can add the images here. You can pull from your Instagram, okay? And there's a site called Flickr. Yes, people still use it. I remember that from like, you know, donkeys years ago. But these are just like 3 images that I picked. So when you click on the link and you actually see the what they look like, you see how easy it is. As a matter of fact, let's see, just upload something now. Right, see here you can see these are the options. You get the opportunity to change, blah, blah, blah. Use the plus button, manage content, save background. I think it's still loading. All right, cool. We'll give it some time. You can, this is another really cool thing, right? So you can link directly to your Shopify store if you happen to use that. Now, as you know, or I don't know if I mentioned, I probably didn't, I could jump around a lot. Builderall has its own e-commerce platform. They use Magneto, and as you can see, apparently Magneto is the world's #1 e-commerce platform. Magneto is one of Shopify's competitors, actually. I know it to be a little more advanced, but definitely worth it in the long run to learn how to utilize the platform. Let's see what else, Brandon. Oh, last thing he asked about was the autoresponder. So we're currently in the process. Here you can see these are all the things that you have access to. So it may seem like a lot, but keep in mind that when you join using the link that I'm going to share at the end, and I'm sure that you'll be able to get from Zoe for the 7-day free trial. Remember, we are just asking that if you see the value in this, that you try out the 7-day free trial. As a matter of fact, let me just drop it real quick before I forget. And of course, you can reach out to the leaders in BYOBFx, and they will surely give it to you. So when you sign up with that link, I will hop on a Zoom call just like with you, one-on-one, after the 7-day free trial is over, and give you a one-on-one so that we can see what really resonates with you, what you actually like, how to get the app created, and again, be assured that just like BYOBFx really gives you the training that you need to be successful in the Forex division, we're going to show you how to make sure that you're getting the value from this platform. So important that you see the 7-day free trial and that the value that's offered to the community, so that you know that it makes sense, okay? The last thing was the autoresponder. So I mentioned to you guys about the prospect chats, but I also give you both sides of the story. You always want to make sure that you're getting that email and phone number, right? And the easiest way to keep track of that is with an autoresponder. And you're going to see here, we have an autoresponder called Mailing Boss. So what Mailing Boss, if you're familiar with digital marketing, some other autoresponders are, this is what's going to pop up when you're using things for the first time. And I like to keep it on so that every time I come on, you can see that it's going to be there, right? Because I often do the tutorials. As you guys, I believe I mentioned already, I am the team trainer for the digital marketing aspect. So here I'm going to be adding Mailing Boss. I'm just curious what this is. This is a link to the main page. And while we're here, I'll take the opportunity to let you know that when you do sign on with the free trial, you get a scheduled free demo. This is with corporate. So in addition to the walkthrough that corporate is going to give you for the 27 digital marketing tools that you will have access to for 7 days to try out, you get that personal one-on-one with me as well, where I'm walking it through and I'm tailoring it to the fact that your number one priority is learning how to maximize all 27 tools for exposing folks to what you're doing with BYOBFx, to what you're learning and how you're translating that into earning, right? Very, very, very powerful stuff. And you guys have to remember that there are 80 million people right now actively searching the internet, right? All over the world, looking for another form of income, looking for a side hustle. What is a better side hustle than learning how to turn your smartphone into an ATM? Learning the ability to look at a chart and generate money anywhere in the world, so long as you have access to, was it MetaTrader, right? The knowledge, like I said, to turn that into cash. So that's an extremely powerful thing. Also keeping in mind, a lot of the Forex brokers, right, dealing crypto. So you are really able to reach out to anybody in the world, right? The cool thing about crypto is the fact that it is, what is it? It's international. That's what it is, right? It's not, it's an international opportunity. So here we're just gonna go to Mailing Boss to show you guys, again, I think I skipped that part, but oh no, I'm going here. So the first thing is tutorials. Here is where you're gonna go so that you will learn everything that you need to know to get it up and running. And here's another awesome thing. Now that you have been introduced to the platform, please be aware that we will be creating email swipes, it's called, or sequences, so that you will have access to it, and we will be using some of our marketing expertise to design already written emails. It will just be your job to go in and make sure that your affiliate links are in there. Okay, so that hasn't been done yet, but please just give us some time. As you know, 2.0 is just in launch mode. We have that coming for you. So again, this is the autoresponder that comes already when you are active on the Builderall platform. Is there any questions or comments?
How you doing, Miss Makeda? Miss Star, how you doing tonight?
Hey, Mary Star, what's up?
Nothing much. How you doing? Thank you so much for doing this the
No
Zoom. I
problem, no
appreciate
problem.
it. The question I do have, now you know I already have Builderall.
Uh-huh,
I've been rocking with Builderall. Right now I have my notes here. I'm building out my ebook because I know about giving that free value when people
uh-huh.
hit up Miss Star. What is that? I'm interested on that one-on-one training. Can you explain a little bit since I already have Builderall? Um, what about that one-on-one training you said a couple of
Oh,
minutes ago?
well, yeah, I guess definitely reach out to me and do me a favor and drop me your
Okay.
Kartra link in the Zoom chat,
Okay.
right? Because remember what I promised you, that I was going to make you the video where I was going to show you how to connect the domain, right? Um,
Right. Right.
then life
Okay.
happened. So when you give me your Kartra link, I can show you right now how to link a
Okay.
domain with GoDaddy. So um, if we just give me a second, we'll go back to GoDaddy. But with the one-on-one, just reach out to me and we'll chat about that. That was, like
Okay.
I said, for folks that are just getting on that need that extra help. But if you need it, as I said, that's what the BYOB team is for. And definitely, Monday, Wednesday at this time, today's Wednesday, and
Right.
Friday at 10 p.m.
Right.
So the reason that I did it so late is now so that people on the West Coast have an opportunity. They should be out of work, hopefully, at that time to log on, and you can
Okay.
ask me any questions that you want. So that's, we're back to doing that consistently on Monday, Wednesday, and Friday. The one-on-one, like I said,
Awesome.
just reach out and we'll chat about that. But
Okay. Awesome. And I have just one more question, really quick. You said
yeah,
about as far as getting that funnel. You said that Lorenzo and you all have put together that we can use, and all we had to do is plug in our affiliate link.
yeah. So and
Where do
here's
I
the,
go to get that?
how about this? You can just drop your email address, right? You're gonna drop
Right
that
now? Okay.
in the chat, in the Zoom chat, and I'm actually gonna be able to show live now, right? How easy it is that I'm gonna send it to you. And when you go to your back office, right,
Okay.
and you open up the Pixel Perfect Builder, it'll already be there. And so that's one thing that you guys should know. As I said, Zoe did not become the #1 recruiter of so many different things by accident. I know that he does have access to a YouTube ebook. And as you are learning for the Forex platform, I'm going to give you a little nugget. It is not specific to the Builderall platform. You can use this nugget however you would like. But ebooks are great for providing value, okay? And
Right.
having an ebook where you are just introducing people to what Forex is, right, is extremely powerful. I like to say that note takers are money makers, right? And as you're going through and attending, the Q&A with Deontay and Cornell and Afie, and you're taking those notes, never underestimate the power of turning them into an ebook, right? and now offering that as the free value to lure people in that discovered the Forex industry, but weren't lucky enough to tap into a community where our main focus is to teach you how to trade, is to get you profitable on the charts, right? So just keep that in mind as you guys are going, as you're actively learning with the platform. I was literally just on a call on a Facebook Live today, and they're like, okay, so like, how do I pick an MLM? And I'm like, something that you're actually using. One of the biggest things about all the leaders in the BYOBFx team is that they can share their stories with you on how they learned, right, before they earned, and how they're actually using or actually know how to trade Forex, and that's why that's the emphasis on that. Even when you're, copying, what is it, cut, copy, and paste, you still have to learn the basics of Forex, like what's a pip, right? What's your lot size? How much leverage are you going to use? Those are things that a lot of people don't get the adequate training on. And while you're educating yourself, even statistics say one of the best ways to really absorb information is to be teaching it, right? So as you're showing people what you're learning, remember the brain is also processing it again. You're reinforcing it. Real quick, I got Brenda and Maria Star's email. We're just gonna hop in real quick. So this is the back office, right? Again, this is the home page. You saw how I just added this tool. You're gonna go to your Pixel Perfect builder, and man, I gotta get my computer looked at. It's way too slow. Cool. I'm just showing to you guys how easy that Mary, Star, and Brenda are gonna get access to this funnel that has already been created, right? Like it's literally a one and done type deal. So I don't need to duplicate it because I have more than one copy. I'll just duplicate it so you can see. Whenever you're transferring somebody a website, so that's when you're exposing people that sign on with your team to Builderall or whatever, or if somebody on the team doesn't have it, they ask you, you can definitely just send it over. Bottom line is you want to duplicate it. If you do not duplicate before you transfer, I'll actually just show you what happens because I have 2 copies, right? So here's the website that I just showed you, and I want to send it to Maria Star. I have the email that she uses to log into Builderall. That's another very important thing to mention. Okay, you hit the transfer button. It's going to ask you for the email. This is it. You hit save. They're like, are you sure you want to do this? And I say, yeah. It's refreshing. And I'll know the transfer is complete because, hey, Benzie, what's up? You can see that that web page isn't there anymore, right? And so now I'm gonna make sure that Maria Star gets, I think she should already have gotten Zoe's, right? Because I renamed it. But here's the company sales page that I just showed you guys. First thing I'm gonna do is duplicate it. It's gonna refresh, give me a second, it's slow today. When it's duplicating, and now once it refreshes, you're gonna see that it's gonna create a copy. All right, so when you duplicate a site, you can see that it's not live on the internet, and that's perfectly fine. No need for me to even bother to publish it. We're just gonna transfer it. Here, it's like, are you sure? Oh wait, no, I copy her thing. Can ask, am I sure? I'm sure, because I have my copy here. So you can see this is my copy. This is the one that I'm going to be sending to her. Boom, it refreshes. And then of course, Maria Star, when you go to your Pixel Perfect Builder, it's going to be right there, just waiting for you to edit out the affiliate links, right? Very important you do that first and then publish it. You want to do it in that order so you make sure that your affiliate links get transferred out, right? And then.
Awesome. Thank you so much.
No problem. All right, now it is Brenda's turn. Let's send you this one. It's gonna go here. It's gonna say, are you sure? I'm like, yeah, I'm sure. Let's give it to Brenda. Okay? And now when she goes to her back office, all she's got to do is review this video. Or if she knows how to do it already, hopefully maybe she was taking notes. Like I said, note takers are money makers. You just transfer off the affiliate links, man, and you're ready to go. It's really that easy and that simple. Yeah, Benzie, don't worry. I have your email address because you're in my back office. I'll make sure that you get it. Just remind me, okay? Last thing I wanted to show you guys, we've been together quite some time. If anybody has any questions, you know, don't be shy. Oh man, the one thing about the blockchain platforms is these passwords, man.
So can you make apps for other people as well, other businesses as well?
Yes. Not only can you, but we encourage it. Remember, I'm telling you, 7 days you get free, right? So you have the link in the Zoom call. I'll also just drop my link. You can reach out to me to make sure that you get it. And now, bare minimum, you're charging $500 for your app. That's a fair price, okay? And when you, as I said, the more that you build the apps is the faster that you'll get at it. So I'm doing a million different things, but this app that I showed you that I built out, it didn't take me very long to build out, right? And as you can see from what I was just showing you in the back office, right? Do I still have it out? Oh yeah, here it is. I know this is not it. But with the builder, right? It's really, really, really not that difficult, right? I don't even think that that's, I named it wrong, okay. That's cool. It's really not that difficult. And then, as I said, it's a 7-day free trial. If you're even mildly curious about the app, just play around with it and you'll see that it's not just some sales pitch. Considering that, you know, I think, so Zoe has his app in the back, I mean, on the Google Play Store. So if you're an Android user, then you have the opportunity to download it. And that is a testament to the power of his brand, right? He's able to reach out to anybody that downloads that. And as somebody of his caliber, that only edifies, right? When you can go to somebody and say, oh yeah, you want to connect with me? Just download the Team Makeda app. It's in the Google Play Store, right? Or it's in the Google Play Store and the App Store. That adds a level of, in my opinion, authenticity and edification to you as a person that the average person doesn't have. So just because you asked, I'm going to take 2 seconds to go back to the app builder and again show you how easy it is, because everything is drag and drop, right? So some people actually go to school to learn how to do this, and we're able to leverage comparable apps using just the tutorials, right? You have, of course, the team, the BYOB digital marketing team. Our paid members group is over 200 people. right? Many of which have designed their own apps, have designed apps for clients. Also on these calls, I recently just relaunched them, but I will be talking about how to hit up Instagram and look for brands that you might want to build an app for, right? Just to get experience, but also to get your name out there. So there, we do have the training if you're interested, and yeah, of course, man, definitely go out and get a client, and you'll have the opportunity to build the app. Just imagine that you are able to leverage a day's work to get $500 to trade with, right? That's bare minimum. We have the platform to charge thousands of dollars for an app, okay? And there are plenty of people doing it. But back to this is where you can see, here again, look, these are all of the different videos that show you how to use the,
I'm sorry, your screen is not on.
Oh, how long was that?
Sorry. About 2 minutes.
Oh, nobody said. Nobody said. I thought that you guys could see what I was doing. Yeah, I wish somebody had said something. Yeah, so here is the, did you guys see the mailing boss where that was, or do I have to redo that? The autoresponder? Anyone? Bueller. All right, cool. But here's when these are the back office, the tools that I use the most frequent. That's why they're there. You have the tutorial option. So here you can see this is where you have the tutorials, and of course there's a lot more on the YouTube channel, on YouTube in general, from people that are not part of the Builderall corporate or master trainers with the platform. So there is a plethora of opportunity for you to learn how to build apps for people. Remembering the power of $500 is cheap for an app, so that you're aware. And you have the functions and the features to create an app that you can sell for thousands of dollars. And then again, as I said, every Monday, Wednesday, and Friday, I'm having training at 10 o'clock where I'm teaching folks how to go out and get clients or whatever it is that you're struggling with. But let me just want to show you guys the crypto platforms. Just because, as I said, I feel like they're very relevant for you guys to expose people to the Forex community. And also, you don't have to worry about some of the policing that exists on some of the other networks. Can you guys see the busy beta site? Is that what you guys are looking at?
Yes, ma'am.
All right, cool. So here you can see different stuff. My one is actually, my favorite one is hyperspace. Hyperspace is fun. I get paid in crypto a little bit to share my my memes that I like to find and save. I have a meme Instagram, not one that I update, but I got it to like 10,000 followers. So here you go. As you can see, these are the different communities. They have one for investing, one for digital nomads, one's for marketing. But in my opinion, the hyperspace community, the digital nomads, and the investing are on the prime picking for being introduced to the awesome results that you guys are seeing, right? If they're into investing, why wouldn't they want to take a look at trading? As you can see, here's where they share a lot of stuff, right? And so as you guys are traders, look, here's a trader and blockchain Technologist. Well, what would you look at that? Yeah. So yeah, Brenda, thanks. I appreciate that. But I have, this is the link is up here, right? So it's like Keda does crypto or something like that. But keep in mind that these are free to join. And do you see his earnings here? This is liquid. Well, it's not liquid now, but I don't know how much of it he's liquidated. And here you can see how it works, right? That you get amps. So you guys have that. That's a free nugget. I appreciate you guys spending an hour and a half listening to me chat. And there's really no downside to adding these platforms to your arsenal, right? And connecting with more people around the world. Teacher Forex school. I don't know. I'm curious about this website, right? Okay. So I'm confused. But here's where you guys come and provide the value that that you're getting in BYOBFx. I'm sure just one of the trading sessions that you have are going to give him a serious run for his money. And here you can see, you know, what they do is you get amps, so people will tip you in crypto. One of the BYOBFx folks, Daz, actually introduced me to this, and so I'm heavy on the memes. You get tips here. This is where I got, as I said, the most important thing that you guys should drag from this is the importance of being omni-channel, right? Even in the sales page that you have for BYOBFx, you definitely want to make sure that you're unrolling the content to different audiences. There are people that are only on Instagram that aren't on Facebook, right? There are people that are only using Twitter. Twitter is actually one of the platforms also that I believe that you guys want to differentiate yourself from a lot of the other places and really be using some of the same kind of group dynamics. When somebody has a tweet, everybody resharing it and giving that community feel to really get the BYOBFx platform out there and connecting with people so that they are joining directly with you, of course. But Twitter has high income, right? So I don't remember what the exact number is, but the average user of Twitter's net worth is higher than that of Facebook. The only thing better than that is LinkedIn, because most of the people on LinkedIn have a more business or a more targeted focus that I believe would correspond well with what you guys are doing. Showing people how to turn their iPhones into not just a liability, right? It's not a good thing to drop, but also an asset. Okay? Any other questions? Yes? No? Maybe so? Was this useful for you guys?
It was, thank you. Can you just explain a little bit more about the autoresponder? Because I'm actually, looking at the videos myself. So basically the autoresponder is to get people's emails and basically telephone numbers to follow up with them.
Right. So telephone numbers is just something that I would include because guess what? There are a variety of different things. Maybe you want to ask for the telephone number down the line, but the reason that I do recommend getting it, and also here's another nugget, if you do not, I don't recommend ever giving out your personal number, putting that out on the internet, right? Because especially when you're dealing on a global scale, you don't want people calling the house all hours of the night, waking the baby, right, Maria Star? But
right.
But do not underestimate the power of two apps. So with every Gmail account, you get a Google Voice number. okay? And that allows you to essentially have a second line, one that you have control over, that you operate from your smartphone, but that is not your main line, right? And then another thing that's really powerful that I use as a marketer is called Text Now. So that's another one of the free, like, for me, it's like my fourth line, but secondary lines that generate a phone number, again, that you can be sharing with people so they don't have access to your personal number. The reason I like Text Now is because Text Now allows you to give them another, so autoresponder just means that when the system receives the information, they send something to them automatically. Does that make sense, Maria Star? So like,
It does. It does. Okay.
When you put your email address in a lead capture page, automatically you normally get an email from somebody, right? Automatically. It's not somebody that's sitting there like, oh shoot, Maria Star sent me an email, let me respond. It responds automatically. So back to Text Now. You guys know when you get a text message, you're gonna read it a lot sooner than your email, because chances are your email's more bombarded. With Text Now, now when they text you, I like to text, that's just a disclaimer, I'm a texter, but a lot of people like to call, so you can have them auto sense, like let's say, okay, it's 11:45 on the East Coast, right? I don't want to answer any phone calls. It's going to automatically send them to your voicemail, right? You could say something like, hey guys, one of the coolest things about you, Maria Star, is that I've known that you have been with BYOB for a long time, right? And so many times, Maria Star is on these Zoom calls nursing the baby, right? So the reason I say that is a lot of women, right? So here's a statistic. The top 20% of network marketers, of direct sellers, right? In the top 20% income bracket are women and power couples. Maria Star learning how to trade, being an active member with the BYOB platform, right? She resonates with a lot of moms. She's an example, right? That you can do this even with with an infant, right? Okay.
Amen. That's
and
right.
So,
that's why I'm documenting my journey. Like you said,
yes,
to document the journey, and I'm going to push that book out there and give that for free value to moms and even as single parents, because there's a lot of single fathers out there as well. So
right.
definitely.
Okay.
Right.
So she is a walking testimonial to the fact that you can do this. I'm only painting this picture because now when somebody calls her Text Now, she can say, hey, I'm nursing the baby, but I'm gonna get right back to you. Let me send you a text message. And now Text Now allows you to send out an automatic text message. So it'll say, hey, it's Maria Star. I'm so glad you called me, right? Please don't think I forget about you. Take a look at my website while, until I can get back to you and give you my full attention, right? Now she's sending them the website where they see her results. They see the community results, right? And they're seeing, wow, Maria Star is a real person. And eventually, of course, Maria Star is going to reach out to them. But always remember the kind of edification you give when you have a website. Just because so many people don't know how to build one, so many people don't have one, you're setting yourself, in my opinion, not setting yourself, you're differentiating yourself from a lot of people, right? And she's actually going to be able to provide the value with the BYOBFx team, right? With her direct connection to Lorenzo, Afie, Cornell, Chris, right? So that's why you have to understand the power of having a story, but also selling the story. And as you're building the story, leveraging Zoe's story and Afie's story and Deontay's story and Chris's story. That is some of the things that you get, as I'm saying, with the Builderall platform. And now, like I said, you don't need Builderall. So with text message, right? There's not as much policing there. I just told you guys how to set it all up. And as far as like the one-on-ones that I provide, like, yeah, then that's kind of the value that I give you, right? Marry a star, that's what I said. So hopefully I see you on Friday. We'll build on that, right? But
Right.
we're
You
gonna get the
definitely going to see me
replay.
and the baby.
Yeah, of course. I love it
Awesome.
because you
Thank
know
you.
why? As you're sharing this on YouTube, as you're sharing this with the world, you can say, well, go look at that video from October of 2019. Now it's October of 2021, and you know, I don't know, you know, we're on vacation in Disney World, right? Because I was on that call. So what is stopping you from getting started? Building that story. That's one of the best things that you can do as you're really learning how to trade, is sharing your story so that you could inspire other people, right? So many people are just waiting to bump into you, and now you're omni-channel after watching this YouTube video or being on this call. If you don't have a Twitter, just set it up, right? A lot of the hashtag vibe that you have on Instagram, also very relevant on Twitter, on LinkedIn, and then of course, utilizing the community. You got, now I showed you the crypto. There's a whole world, like that guy, English is definitely not his first language, right? Not a bad thing. He's out here hustling, right? Providing value that I know that you guys are getting. Hey, Mercedes, I know you guys are getting it, right? Because our number one priority is to have you guys be able to trade as well as Cornell, right? And trade as well as Deontay and Afie. And so you're getting the support for that. And now it's like, hey man, with great power begets great responsibility, right? You guys can't keep all the nuggets to yourself. What is Seuss, this is my favorite thing that he says. We'll see you at the top because the bottom is way too crowded, right? But never underestimate the karmic value of lifting as you climb. That's one of the mottos that one of the organizations that I was in college had, right? When you share this with somebody as you're climbing and getting to the top, you're reaching out your hand. It's their job to grab onto it for sure. But these platforms, along with the digital marketing training that you're getting, is what's really gonna make sure that you're not vacationing alone, right? Always awesome to travel as a group. More designated drivers if you're into that vibe, right? Anybody else got any questions? We'll close it out before midnight on the East Coast. Yes, no? Area Star, anything else?
So basically what you're saying is that the autoresponder, I'm going to connect that to my funnel page.
Yes.
So every time somebody gets to that funnel page, then I'll keep track of them because of the autoresponder, and I can send out sequences emails like every 2 or 3 days to follow up with them.
Exactly. And here's the beauty of these emails, right? Once you set up the sequence, you don't have to keep on doing it. Okay? Especially for newer people, right? You can share the results, especially like I said, every time Deontay, he shows up on my feed the most, so like that's why I'm using him, right? But I think it was something like he made like 500 or 8, I don't remember. Let's say 800, right? Because it was an insane amount before like 5 o'clock in the morning East Coast. And he's like, man, I just made $800 before most people even have woken up to go to work, right? Now, that's something that happens, in my opinion, very often you guys are seeing results like that from some of the master traders. And that's where you guys are going to be, 2-3 years down the line, because you're learning from them. So yeah, so that's what you got. You set it all up, and then of course you have the ability to continuously update it, but you can use just like the first couple of emails to just introduce people to who you are and gently build that relationship, right? You can use the autoresponders, you can use the autoresponder to have them connect with you on Facebook with your Facebook Messenger chat, right? I hope you have one. So that's where the autoresponder, you have, of course, we're gonna have the sequences that you will automatically have access to. And then of course you're able, and you have the flexibility to tailor it to you specifically, right? And to your audience and what you know that you'd want to see. Cool?
Yes, awesome. Thank you. Thank you so much. You just clarified that because I'm actually going through the training right now because I'm building out my sequences and everything, and I just needed clarification. So thank you so much.
The ebook will serve as the lead magnet, right? So that's what oh, okay. Give me 1 second, Mercedes. I'll explain. What she's building, and as I said, I spoke about the power of an ebook, and just don't underestimate the power of those notes that you guys are writing down as you get on these sessions, right? So many people that have even been introduced to the Forex community aren't getting this, right? And so providing that free value of what you're getting, you'd be surprised how many people you will be able to connect with and show, again, what differentiates the BYOB movement, right? That's what we're working on. So Mercedes, this is I think it's called like a blockchain platform or whatever. I was talking about the importance of being omni-channel, right? So I know you're on Instagram, I know you're on Facebook. Those are just two. There are a lot of other different social media sites. Oh, you know what I just thought of, right? So Mercedes, you were the one that had the kid that I made that little video with, right? Where he was dancing. That was you, right? So you have to put that on TikTok, okay? And TikTok is a huge platform. I'm actually working on an ebook right now. Yeah, man. You don't think that would be a good thing to put on TikTok, right? So as he's flexing his dance moves, and in your profile, what's in your profile? The link to how to they connect with you to learn how to trade. So the thing with TikTok is they tend to have a younger audience. But here's what I tell you this. I won't mention any names, but I know a top leader from another platform who was bigging up this 14-year-old who sold his what did he do? He sold his Xbox to get the money to join up. Okay? So of course TikTok is where a lot of these younger folks are at, but please, a lot of them know the value, right? Yeah, he sold it. Isn't it John? Somebody on the BYOBFx team was talking about how he sold all of his stuff, right? So his Xbox, his TV, because he was like, I woke up one day and I realized none of this stuff is making me any money, right? And so he sold it, and then he was talking, this was definitely from the first launch, I remember, right? And that's where I was like, there are a lot of kids out there that want to be like Zoe when they grow up, right? Standing in front of Lamborghinis, top trader here, starting their own platform and sharing and building their own community. And Forex can be the vehicle for that, right? So that's where you have to really think about it. And like I said, I'm definitely going to be coming out with an ebook because it's still relatively small, right? Another thing that you guys can look forward to is Snapchat ads. So let me see. Snapchatters are twice more likely to make an in-app purchase. Why couldn't that purchase be, you know, how to be like Zoe when they grow up by joining BYOBFx, right? How to be like Cornell when they grow up, how to bank with Cornell, right? How to make money with Mercedes. The value of being omni-channel and throwing out your content to different places, right? There's no reason, I don't know, Mercedes, if your kids have phones or whatever, but you're on Snapchat, Yeah. Well, Snapchat, in my opinion, I don't really use it, and my little cousins actually know how to use it better than me, because I really don't. I'm not a big fan of like the selfie vibe, and that's kind of what it is. But one of the biggest things about when you get into communities like this and personal development is moving yourself out of your comfort zone. So if you can see from my YouTube channel, there are far too many videos where I don't have the video, right? Yeah, you have to be everywhere, omni-channel. And excuse me, you have to be omni-channel. That's essential for anybody that's in the marketing game. You need to be omni-channel, or multi-channel. I'm a huge fan of Neil Patel, and so that's what he's always preaching, talking about being omni-channel, right? How he has the podcast and the YouTube and the Twitch and all of that set up. Because there are some audiences that you're just not, what's the website called that you're sharing? It's called Hyperspace. Here it is. And if you, oh yeah, you said you just hopped on. And so I'm gonna reshare my link. My link is going to, let me see you, remember? Hopefully we'll edit her out, no worries. She's not shy. There's a link, all right? So that link you got, Mercedes, that I just dropped, has Hyperspace, busy.org, Steemit, and you'll see there's like I was like, bro, there's a whole community out there, and they tip. Yeah, those motivational calls that you guys do, they'll tip you for that, right? And also, like I said, with just knowing what the blockchain is, means that they've already been exposed to what cryptocurrency is. Why not expose them to how to trade Bitcoin, right? On the Forex platforms with the Forex brokers. So I think that's it. It's 12 o'clock. It's Thursday. Anybody else got any questions? The replay will be available. I don't think I'll do much editing out. I don't think I shared anything too sensitive. Sometimes I try to edit out my email address and stuff, but no biggie. 17. We started out with like 30, so more than half. I kept you guys for 2 hours. Hopefully I provided the value.
You did. Thank you so much, Makeda. I appreciate it. Thank you so much.
No problem. Maybe I'll stop recording and I'll tell you guys, I'm in this group. So another really cool way, this is some more digital marketing advice, right? I'm trying to give you guys nuggets because I definitely kept you listening to my mouth for 2 hours. Don't underestimate the power of whatever it is that you like to do. So I know, for example, there are a lot of like travel groups on Facebook, right? And so as you're actually traveling, leveraging the pictures and just organically connecting with people that also like to travel, that could do with a way to make money and travel more, right? And just that free vacation voucher. I mean, did you guys need to see Cornell's funnel already? I mean, again, that makes me want to travel, and I hate airplanes. But those pictures of, was it Nuva Verilda? Whatever it was, makes me want to go. New York is getting cold. I'm wearing a sweatshirt, right? For sale, by the way. But yeah, so that's where it is. If nobody has any other questions, I know that you guys have a heavy schedule of learning the Forex stuff, but we do have, alrighty, just give me a second. I'm not very good at multitasking. I'm answering Andrew's question. Uh, 60 minutes. All right, cool. So last things last, I will drop once again for those of you that may have tuned in and out. The link, everything in this video, you get a free 7-day trial to try it out. You will definitely need to. So the second that you sign up for the 7-day trial, you just want to reach out to me, okay? You'll have my contact info to make sure that I get you the websites that are seen in this video, okay? Because you want to start promoting from the first 7 days so you can really see the value of having the platform, okay? Because we want to make sure that you're getting the value, because that's what we're about, is putting money into your pocket, right? ATMs don't, oh, you can make deposits. But we like to go to ATMs for withdrawals and have deposits coming in from the commission, okay? Thanks, Mercedes. I appreciate that. I appreciate you hopping on, right? For those people that sign up for the 7-day free trial, definitely make sure that you reach out to me. I get you those websites on Monday. Well, Monday, Wednesday, and Friday is when I do the calls. Tuesday and Thursday, we have Daz and some of the other BYOB team often hops on, and they provide hella value too. So Marius Star, when it comes to the autoresponder, I'm not gonna lie, it's not one of my fortes, but Daz knows Mailing Boss backwards and forwards, right?
Daz, okay, Daz is she on Tuesdays? Okay.
Yes, on Tuesdays. And one of the cool things about Mailing Boss is the ability to embed those YouTube videos right into the email, okay?
Awesome, because I'm building my YouTube channel right now simultaneously as we speak. So I'll be definitely tuning in Friday and Tuesday.
Yeah. So she can help you out with that. And again, she's a whiz at YouTube. Don't sleep on her SEO game. Zoe is as well. So I know that training is readily available to you. And I know a little something. For those of you guys that want to build out YouTube channels, you have that ability there. And we do have those resources. You just got to reach out and ask. So as I said, Andrew, I dropped you the information on how to get your 60 minutes. I look forward to hearing from you and anybody else on the platform. The links are in the chat, right? So definitely reach out. I appreciate you guys spending all this time with me. And definitely check out the replay. I know I go a little fast, so I have been recording everything except for that little fumble where you couldn't see my screen. One more thing was how to connect the domain. I'll make a video for that. It will be on my YouTube channel, I promise, so that you guys can really know how to maximize the power of having your own domain, whether that be, retire with Lorenzo, or make money with Marius Star, or mad cash with Mercedes. Yeah, I like to do that. That's one of my things. Create domains. There's money in that, by the way. All right, cool. Have a good night, guys.
Thank you. Have a good night.
Have a good night.